Hi, I'm Morag Gamble from our Permaculture Life and the Permaculture Education Institute, and welcome into a little secret part of my garden. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but a lot of the food that I eat actually comes from the things that I don't plant and the things that are happening in between. This is one of them. This is pigweed or wild amaranth. Now, amaranth is possibly one of the most grown leafy greens around the world. There's red amaranth and purple amaranth and green amaranth, and this is just one of the wild amaranths, often called pigweed, often pulled out. But in actual fact, I prefer this over spinach any day as a cooked green. The beauty of it is that it just keeps coming up all around the garden in a little niche. So one, it's acting to protect and enliven the soil, and two, it's providing free food just in all these different niches around the garden. So let me explain. So I would simply just take off a snip like this and take that in and cook that as a leafy green. So I take snips all around it so I don't actually destroy the structure of the plant, and it keeps throwing out new shoots. Now you can either eat the young ones as just a salad, but mostly I have it as a cooked green. So this cooked green can go into anything. You can just gently saute it with some onion and garlic. It's absolutely delicious, just like that. Or you can pop it into anything you would use spinach for. So it can go into spanakopittas, you can pop it into soups, you can sprinkle it on the tops of pizzas, you can make savoury muffins with it, whatever that you would use a leafy green, you can use this. Now, I don't even bother taking out the flowers because in actual fact, these seed heads, oh my gosh, the seeds are actually just falling off this now. I don't know if you can see that. Amaranth seed is a fantastic source of iron for vegetarians. If you eat a cup of cooked amaranth seed a day, you're getting most of the iron needs that you have. This one I would just actually add the whole thing into the soup, eat the flour as well as the seeds. But when they're immature flowers, I just pop that in and just eat it straight like that. So all of the plant is edible, and it's for free. So the abundance that you can get from these plants and the nutrient density that you get from these plants is fantastic. Now, the other thing that I'd like to mention too is that some of the older leaves can get a bit more bitter, but there's nothing wrong with that. In actual fact, we've depleted the bitters in our diet, and we need the bitters for digestion. And you often go to the health food stores and things and you see Swedish bitters, but if we eat more bitters just straight from our garden, we get that anyway. So amaranth, wild amaranth, you can also get all of those other kinds of amaranth that I mentioned before and sprinkle them out in your garden. Once you've got them, hopefully they're there forever, and just really value them. From the moment they sprout to the moment that they're seeding, it's all edible and all fantastic. Another way to use pigweed is pigweed pesto. So you can gather all the leaves from this and maybe some of the flower tops, and you could get some garlic chive, society garlic, some other garlic, whatever nuts you've got, blend it up into a fantastic pesto. So look, there's just so much you can do with this. This weed has an edibility rating of a 10. I just think it's fantastic. By eating more of what's growing in and around our gardens and choosing different kinds of foods actually disconnects us from being reliant upon the global food system. And I wonder if you knew that 70% of the fresh water in the world actually is used for agriculture. And we throw away most of the food that gets grown. It's an absolute waste. So finding ways to avert that and become more locally resilient is a fantastic way to be an earth restorer, as well as getting healthy food for you and your family. If you're interested in learning more about this way of growing and all the different things that you can eat in and around your garden, check out the courses that I have available. I have a little book that has the 12 key tips for growing this kind of way, available with the download link below, so check that out. And we also now have a whole range of organic t-shirts and hoodies, so you'll find those in our merch store below. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.